So let's try a small experiment. Think about everything you've done today before clicking on this video. So siguro you brushed your teeth, you washed your hands, and maybe you made coffee, maybe you watered your plants, or maybe you took a shower that was just a little longer than necessary kasi life has been stressful lately. Ngayon, think about this question. How many times did you think about water? Not use it, how many times did you think about water? Probably not once. And that's kind of interesting, diba? Kasi water is one of the most important things in your life. You can't live without it. Your food depends on it. Your health depends on it. Your city depends on it. But for most of us, water only becomes visible when something goes wrong. When the water gets cut off. So, kunyari, dito sa condo, bigla na lang sila mag-notify, oh, wala tayong water on this date. Or kapag dumating na yung bill ninyo sa tubig, na parang, mas mahal to than usual. Or let's say, kunyari, there's a typhoon at nagkaroon ng baha sa street ninyo. Until then, it just appears when we turn the faucet on, as if it has always been there, as if it will always be there. But what if that's the biggest illusion of all? Because water isn't infinite. And here in the Philippines, we are already seeing what happens when we act like it is. If you're new here, welcome. This is the 17, a series where we take all 17 Sustainable Development Goals and ask a simple question. What do these global goals actually have to do with our everyday lives? Because sustainability isn't something that only happens in government offices or climate conferences or corporate reports. It's already showing up in your home, your wallet, your health, your commute, and today it's showing up every time you turn on a faucet. Today's goal is SDG 6, clean water and sanitation. Alam ko, that doesn't sound like the most exciting topic kasi naisip ko rin yan. Until I started looking at the numbers. By the way, I'm Jen. I run Sustainably Ambitious. This is a channel where we try to make sustainability make sense. No guilt, no jargon, no pretending these problems only belong to someone else. Just honest conversations about the challenges shaping our future and what they mean for ordinary people like us. And this episode genuinely surprised me because I thought I understood the water situation in the Philippines. Turns out, hindi pa pala. So let's start with what SDG 6 is actually about. So at its core, it's very simple. It's just clean water, safe sanitation, the basic systems that allow people to live healthy, dignified lives. So globally, around 2 billion people still don't have safe drinking water at home. Think about that. 1 out of every 4 people, not in the past, today. Now let's bring the conversation closer to home. On paper, the Philippines actually looks like we are doing okay. Kasi according to the Philippine Statistics Authority, 97.5% of Filipino families have access to at least basic drinking water. Diba? That sounds like good news. And it is. But then I saw another statistic and suddenly the story looked very different. So I read that more than half of Filipino families get their drinking water from refilling stations. So think about how normal that is. Most of us don't even question it anymore. We buy drinking water. We carry containers into our homes. Diba? We schedule deliveries. Kasama na siya sa budget natin. And it's just part of our life. But have you ever stopped to ask why? Because in many countries, people simply drink from the tap. The fact that so many Filipinos rely on refilling stations isn't necessarily evidence that the system is working. It is evidence that we have built an entire industry around the fact that many people don't fully trust the water coming out of their faucets. And once you see that, it's difficult to unsee. Then there's another layer. Not everyone has the same access. Diba? Where you live matters a lot. Say, let's say, for example, here in Metro Manila, access to basic water services is nearly universal. In other parts of the country, especially rural and geographically isolated communities, the situation looks very different, which means something as basic as drinking clean water can depend on your location or the family you were born into, or whether a water truck can reach your community. That's not just a water issue, that's an inequality issue. And then we get to something Filipinos know very well: flooding. Every typhoon season, we see roads disappear underwater, entire communities submerged. And because there's water everywhere, it's easy to think the problem is too much water. But flooding isn't water security. Flood water isn't drinking water. In fact, floods often contaminate water sources. It damages infrastructure and makes safe water even harder to access. The same event that creates an excess of water can also create a shortage of clean water. That's the paradox. Flooding and drought aren't opposite. They are both signs that the system isn't working the way it should. And here's where I had to look at myself. It's easy to point at governments and infrastructure and policy. Those things matter. But so do habit. Honestly, I leave the tap running sometimes. Minsan, medyo napapahaba ang shower ko. So I've wasted food without thinking about how much water it took to produce yung food na tinapon ko. None of these actions seem significant on their own. But sustainability has never really been about individual drops. It's about what happens when millions of people repeat the same behavior every single day. What I think SDG 6 is really asking us to do is this: to stop seeing water as something guaranteed and start seeing it as something shared. Because the moment we recognize that water is shared, everything changes. Water becomes a health issue, an education issue, a food issue, a climate issue, an economic issue. In other words, it becomes everyone's issue. And maybe that's why SDG 6 matters so much. Because water isn't just one of the 17 goals. It is the foundation underneath almost all of them. Take away clean water and the rest become much harder to achieve. So let me leave you with the same question I started with. When was the last time you really thought about where your water came from and what would happen if it wasn't there tomorrow? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this conversation valuable, I hope you will subscribe kasi mas marami pa tayong pag-uusapan na ganito. We still have 9 goals left in the 17. 9 more ways the world's biggest challenges are quietly shaping our everyday lives. Again, I'm Jen, and this is Sustainably Ambitious. And I hope to see you again next week. Thank you. Bye.